Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello.
How is everyone?
And good afternoon.
Yes, it's a beautiful day here.
It is a gorgeous day. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And I
I
get,
was
go
sorry, I
ahead.
was just getting something to drink in the kitchen and I was watching my neighbor next door. Apparently, she's going to mow her entire lawn with the push mower today.
Oh, wow. That's ambitious.
It's huge too.
Yeah. I've
It's a
seen it.
huge, huge yard. Like, okay, well, you have fun with that, girl. Oh my gosh.
I wonder if her riding mower's broken or if she just.
I don't know. Or her husband usually uses the rider and he has health issues and
Oh.
so maybe he's not able to mow today and she doesn't know how to use it. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. Welcome as a new member, Cindy. Cindy's right there at the top. New
Yes, she
member
is. I
today.
see that. That's awesome.
Welcome, welcome. And then Emma's here. Of course, Emma's here and Sherry's here. And Linda's here. How are you, ladies?
Everybody else, oh, and Melinda, everybody else must be out enjoying the beautiful weather today.
Well, that's a possibility. That could
Yep.
be.
Oh, Brenda's here. Hi, Brenda. How are
Hi,
you
Brenda.
doing? I hope, Brenda, I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah,
Or on the mend at least.
yeah.
Oh, and Jody's here. Jody's mad at me.
That is so funny. You see them before I do the comments.
I know. That is funny. Jody deserves to be mad at me.
Why?
Because I haven't texted her back and I owe her a text.
Yeah, I know somebody else too.
Yeah, I called her this morning.
Oh, all right.
I
Did
did.
you talk? Did you talk to her?
No, her daughter was there with the kids.
Oh,
So, yeah, so I didn't get a chance to talk to her, but I did call her.
okay, perfect.
No.
You put your base on the blocking mat and blocked it.
Oh, that's a bad.
That's
That
a bad
sounds.
idea.
No,
That's a
it sounds like
bad
a
idea.
good idea. I was reading Blocking Mat, and that's why I.
Yeah,
Yeah.
blocking bad.
Mm. Oh, Sherry, you didn't get a notification. That's weird.
I mean, it's only been up about 20 minutes, but
Oh, maybe that's why.
it
Yeah,
should
because
still.
yeah, you would think.
Yeah. So Dreamers Designs is doing Christmas this week.
Yes, I saw that.
Tell them to quit.
I know, right?
And that room all decorated for Christmas with like the white and the gold and stuff. I was
Yes.
like, oh my gosh.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, they are very wavy, Melinda. Yes,
Yep.
they are.
They did end up wavy. And mine wasn't wavy until about
Right.
right here.
Right.
Yeah, that's so cute.
Mine
I love
wasn't.
snowmans.
I know. So do I. And I mean, who was it? Wasn't it Dreamer Design had snowmen not too long ago, and I didn't get them because I'm like,
Yes.
I have so many snowman paintings. I don't need any more. But
Oh, I didn't see Gita. Gita's here. Hi. And Rhonda's here. Hi, Rhonda.
it looks like I'm not buying anything at Diamond Art Club this week.
I didn't even look at theirs yet. Oh,
Yeah.
Brenda, good. You're feeling better. I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
Awesome.
40-year-old iron died. New one didn't get here till this morning.
Oh, you're using the iron to steam it? Is that what you're doing?
I bought a steamer, a hand steamer.
That's probably not a bad idea.
Yeah. I just I haven't used it.
I just haven't used it.
Yeah, just haven't used it yet.
All right, I'm finding our little pattern here.
Okay, good, because I don't have it, so I'm trusting you.
I haven't. All right, I have 104 stitches, but mine looks even weird here. Like, look, can you see this? Like, this is where I joined, but look, it like sticks way up. I don't understand. I don't know.
Huh, I don't know.
It should have been more even, right? Like, I don't know.
I think, you know what I was wondering, and I bet you could do this.
Actually, if I take
I bet
out,
it would, you know what, and if I had some, I would do it on this round where we're starting to go up in a circle. I wish I could put some wire in to, you know what I mean? I wish I
So
had
give it
like
a
a piece
real,
of wire to give it a real
yeah.
strong base, but I don't have any.
Oh, well. We're just going to roll with it.
Oh, wait. Did I see that? Who said some? I just thought I saw something. Somebody said that I have that there's a Diamond Art Club that I would like.
Oh, it's a skull with a dragon wrapped around it.
Oh, I might have to look at that.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, Emma. Okay.
Last I knew, Brenda, Sue had her daughter and the grandkids over, so I don't know if they're still there or what. So, all right. Well, anyhow,
Well, I gotta hold on. I gotta go see this. I gotta see this skull.
she's got to see it.
I gotta see this skull. See
Aren't you glad I knew what that meant, Brenda? That Winder was actually Wonder.
I actually like this pirate ship.
That one's the last one that just came up.
Yeah, that's neat. With the flying whales.
Nah. Not my deal. Not my deal. Oh my gosh. That reminds me of my grandson yesterday.
This one's actually pretty, but she's kind of cartoonish, but her dress is pretty. I don't see the. Oh my gosh, I do love that skull. No way. That is just my style. With the flowers. You guys have no idea how many skulls and skulls with flowers diamond paintings I have. Tons.
Have fun, Jody. Have fun.
What's Jody doing? Babysitting?
Yeah.
Oh, for the first time. Ooh.
On Sunday.
That sounds like a blast. You know what? Babies are more fun than kids.
All right. Well, we're back here. We're ready to start this round. So what do? We chain one, and now we're going to work in the back loop, which I've been thinking is going to be tricky this whole time, but maybe not as bad as I thought.
I don't think so.
So in the back loop, you just do a single crochet in each back loop. I was just worried I was going to get all of the strands, but it's not that hard, I guess.
No. All right. So a back loop.
Yeah.
And
back loop.
With no increases.
No, just back loop, single crochets all the way around.
Okay, that's easy enough.
It's not hard to do. I thought it would be hard to grab all the strands.
And the reason why we're doing this is because what it's going to do, this is the only round that we're going to do a back loop only. Yep. But the reason we're doing this is it's going to make it kind of fold up.
Yep.
Can you see that? How this is kind of folding
making
up?
A distinction between the base and the sides.
And the walls. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that will be our bottom right there. This is our first foray up the side.
Yep.
So we get to talk today because, we're not going to be doing much here.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. You could go put some floral wire in there if you wanted to try it.
Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking that would be nice.
I have never heard of anybody doing that when they make baskets. They all say that they just stiffen up and they do pretty good.
See, I'm trying to think of what the lady's blog was that I was reading, and she said that she does use floral wire in her first. In her first bottom row, but
none of the patterns I read say anything about it. And the one lady that I've watched her tutorial, she doesn't do it either, but I don't know. We shall see how it goes, huh?
I don't think it's it might end up being kind of a floppy basket, but
well, I think that they all are.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I mean, they're made of yarn. I don't think they're,
Right. Oh, I wanted to, and then I didn't. So, what does the pattern say to do? Are we going to keep joining and chaining one, or are we going to work in the round?
Well, I don't know. Want me to jump ahead and I'll tell you.
Yeah, because I think I want to just work in the round. I don't think I want to chain one and slip stitch and start the new round. And the reason,
no worries. You don't
No
have
worry.
to do that. No.
We're just
Next
Okay.
round, chain 1, work in both loops, 1 single crochet in each round, and join.
Oh, see, but it is having us join. But I think
No. Just repeat the last row and last round until your work measures 9 inches tall.
Or as tall as you want it.
Yeah, you just keep going, and then you join when you're kind of done.
Gotcha.
Jennifer, I know that's what Angie was saying. Her right hand hurts.
Yes, it does.
My fingers on my left hand hurt, like right
and
here.
It's so weird. Where
right here, where I'm holding the yarn and the yarn's coming through because I'm trying to hold it tight. I think.
Oh, okay.
And so it's hurting my left hand from the yarn.
It's hurting my right bicep.
Your bicep?
Yep. Yep.
What the heck are you doing?
I don't know. And it's hurting my right thumb, I think, because this book is so damn big.
My right hand's fine. It's my left hand. It's just the yarn that's irritating my hand. It's just rubbing too much. And you see what I do? I mean, you see my finger? See how my finger's out?
Yeah.
You don't do the same thing. Do you?
No, I don't.
See, my finger, I always have this finger out and it's just
Yeah, no, I don't do that.
That's my tension place.
Right, exactly. I don't do that finger thing. I just kind of grab my yarn and hold on to it.
Yeah, if I could do that, like you just grab it like this. How do you grab it?
Just like this.
Where does it come through? It comes through under your finger?
Yep. And
then what?
What do you mean then what? It just comes through through my hand. Just like this.
So it's coming okay, it comes here and goes over your finger.
Yep.
Well, it goes over my finger too.
But I don't hold my other finger out. I don't hold anything out. I just grasp it like which, does pose problems when I'm working with very fine yarn because I have to, hold my fist a little bit tighter and then I get cramps in my left hand. But
yeah, it's just like my guide finger, you know what I mean?
Right. And that is like you're doing it the way you're supposed to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
I'm doing it like a Neanderthal.
A Neanderthal. Come here, yarn. Be my yarn.
Oh, and I'm all out of pink yarn.
Oh, you did run out, huh?
Yep. So I got to switch to another color.
Wow, what are you going to do?
So let me see. I think I'll grab this light gray right here.
A yarn dyeing class this weekend with yarn. Oh, you're with Yarn Snob?
Ooh.
He's doing an online dyeing on Zoom.
Oh, Mindy, I forgot to tell you. I have some exciting news that we need to check into.
Oh, what's
your friend and mine, Tony Lipsy, is coming to Bay City to A Piece of You to do a Tunisian crochet class.
No shit. When's she doing that?
I don't know. Maddie had the information. I have
not heard that.
Yeah, Maddie found that out when she was at the yarn crawl.
No shit.
Yeah. So
I would love to go meet Tony. And
you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to tie these together.
Well, you just tie them then.
Yeah, I'm just going to tie these together and go
Neanderthal in your yarn and just.
Yep. Making knots.
So I don't know if you saw, I sent you a text earlier after we talked on the phone.
Oh, I didn't. No, I didn't see it.
So we're going to the Fiber Festival in August.
Yes.
And then in September, end of September, beginning of October, there's I don't know what it's called even, another yarn crawl.
Yes.
And it's in my area.
Yes.
A lot of them. So that one we went to in Perry is on there.
Yep, I saw
and
that.
And then there's two like in Lansing. Well, one's in Lansing, one's in East Lansing. I've never been to either one of them.
Really? That's interesting because you're so close.
I know. I've never been to either one. And then my local yarn shop is involved. So she does a live every Friday and she shows her new stuff and what she's working on, yada, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
They're participating in that multi-state one right now.
Oh, the Heartland?
Yep. So
Yeah.
she's in that right now. And then, of course, she's going to be in that next one. So she was talking about the passport.
Uh-huh.
Passport's $10. And you get a cute little bag with your passport.
Oh, nice.
So I'm like, oh, I got to go get us some passports so we can do that.
Yeah, because the middle of the mitten, the passports were either $5 or $8, and the bag was $20.
Yeah.
I mean, they charged. I thought it was a lot for that little bag.
Yeah. So apparently you get a bag with this one.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I want to pop in there like maybe this weekend even, because she's doing that other, Heartland one and see what she's got going on. Special stuff for the Heartland. Oh, the other thing with the one in September is there's not very many shops. There's only like 7 or 8 or something.
Yeah, I thought there were 8. Yep.
And all of the shops are given a free pattern too.
Oh, nice. But are they going to be a knitting pattern?
So maybe they're going to be crochet, because she was talking today about how she has a knit pattern and she has worked on a crochet pattern that she'll have available.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, yes. And we already know the girl in Perry. She'll have
the girl in Perry is a crocheter. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So that'll be cool.
It's hard to find yarn stores that are
cater to
crocheters, definitely. And I was talking to the owner of the
Well, you know what? God darn it all. You know what I did?
What?
Somewhere back here along the way, I stopped going in the back loop.
Oh, no.
I'm like, I was just cruising along and I just stopped using the back loop. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Melinda, I should have done a magic knot, but I didn't. I just, it ended up like it's going to be on the inside, and I just, crocheted it in. So
I cannot do that. The magic knot.
Oh, really?
No, I have never. My daughter has tried to teach me the magic knot, and I have not mastered a magic knot.
You are no magician, huh?
Nope. Can't do it. She's tried to show me a couple times, and I'm just like, nope.
Nope, I'm not getting it.
Don't get it. It's not working.
Kind of like the magic circle.
I can do a magic ring.
Yeah, I know.
I've learned an easy way to do a magic ring. So
it's funny because, when I watch video tutorials, like even making a slip knot, and I think we've talked about it before, there are so many different ways to hold your hands and hold the yarn when you're making a slip knot. And like the way I do it, I feel like it's so super easy. But I remember one time you were like, well, that looks really complicated.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. So it's just what makes sense to each person.
Yeah. And that's just like when you said how I hold my hand, is the way it should be. But that's not necessarily true. It's how I was taught.
Right.
But it's whatever works for everybody.
Right.
Everybody does things a little different.
Yeah.
I really don't understand knife grippers, though. I'm telling you, that Tunisian thing I did, that Tunisian shawl or scarf, whatever it was, I had to knife grip my Tunisian hook to do that.
Oh yeah, Tunisian does require a knife grip, definitely.
Yeah, because you can't like hold all the fabric in your hand like this.
Exactly.
You gotta poke in it.
Yep. Well, just like we were talking about with the lady at the Saginaw yarn store, that it's hard for crocheters to convert to knitting because of the way in crochet that you hold your yarn and, and stuff. So crocheters do better with continental knitting. So
you definitely have your hands full of stuff when you crochet.
Yes.
I mean, because we have fabric in our right hand. I mean, I always do, right?
Yep.
I got fabric in my right hand with my hook, and then fabric in my left hand with my whole, you know.
And especially with this project, because there's so much fabric, it's so bulky.
Yeah, no kidding. I feel like I got a wad in my pants.
Indy's got a wad.
Oh boy. It is
So
going to be a very thick basket.
it is. So it's interesting, Jody. Her granddaughter's name is Sky, and I have I don't know what it would be called. It would be my great nephew. It's my niece's son.
Yeah, I think they're great.
It's my great nephew. They named him Sky, but they spell it Skii.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Gotta be different.
Gotta be different.
And nobody spells it SKY.
Yep, nobody spells it SKY.
What's up with that?
Look up Norwegian knitting, especially it's apparently the best for crocheters. Okay. Oh, Jody's gonna turn into a knitter.
Is she?
Well, she said she's curious about it.
Well, being curious and becoming one are two different things. Angie and I are always curious when we go to these yarn stores. We're like,
Yeah.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. How come I don't knit?
Yep. Maybe one of these days. It's gonna be like my my quilting. It's a someday.
Right?
It's a someday.
Well, I'm not even back to what I tore out yet.
Oh no, you're kidding.
No. I was just cruising along, just doing regular crochet, single crochet, and both loops. I stopped somewhere along the way, and I don't know why. I was all of a sudden I was like,
this isn't right.
I don't think I'm doing the right thing. Where's my ridge? I don't have a ridge.
Oh, a knitting machine. Now is that the one like the Addy or what's the other
Centro.
brand? The Centro or the Addy where it just knits it in a circle? Or is it a different kind of knitting machine? Because I know your friend Debbie does the loom, what is that? It's not loom knitting, is it?
I want a Band-Aid on my finger. It's my third finger. It's the one that's holding my project tight. It's the one in the back that's hurting. Does that make sense?
Right.
It's this one that's gripping my stuff together with my thumb. And then I think the hook hits it when it comes through too.
So I told Mindy my idea, but I'll tell you guys my idea. So, I hand-dyed yarns can be very expensive. Most of them are very expensive. So when I have the opportunity to buy a hand-dyed yarn, I more times than not only buy one hank.
Yep, and make a hat.
Because I don't know what else, or mitts, because I don't know anything else you can do with just one hank of yarn. So, but I have been growing my hand-dyed collection, and I was thinking about making a sampler Afghan and using, one hank per section and putting all my hand-dyed yarns together. It would be a, very expensive Afghan, but it's yarn I already have that I don't know what else I'm going to do with it anyway.
Right. I mean, I'm saying go for it because that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing mine with squares.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I'm making mine. I get 3 squares out of a hank. At least I have so far.
And you're using the Hooked on Sunshine, the Hooked on Granny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. See, so now I'm back around and I marked my first stitch. And so what I think I'm going to do, rather than slip stitching and joining and chaining one and continuing around, because if you do that, you're going to end up with a seam line. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep on single crocheting.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm
what
going
it said to do. It said just keep going.
Oh, okay. It did say just keep
Yeah,
going.
so
And I
just
thought
keep
we were
going
supposed to.
and then join when you get how
Gotcha.
you want.
Okay. Yeah, that way you won't have a seam line. But I'm going to mark my first stitch so I know when I have it as tall as I want, you know, where my first stitch was.
I don't even know how I would have blocked this thing. It was very.
Why is that?
Because it's so bulky and chunky, and you know when you block something, you stretch it a lot. I can't even like stretch this.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't even like want to move.
Doesn't have much go to it. Okay, it is a big long machine. That's what I thought, Jody. Why is my camera
Like
freezing?
glitchy.
It's it's just on StreamYard, not on my camera. It's not doing that.
I don't know.
Should I go out and come back in?
You can try.
All right, I'll see you guys in a minute.
I'll see you in a minute. She's leaving. She really just wanted to go do something. She didn't want to be on camera for it. Oh boy. I don't know. I had a hard time getting it to come up when I logged into it and admitted her. It was just really slow. Stop action mode. Ah. Okay, I think she's back. Let's see. Let's see how this goes.
All right, I'm back.
Let's see how that goes.
Let's check that. Let's try that on for size.
Sean said, absolutely. How many hats do you need?
I
don't know, Sean.
I know I do wear.
Oh, I cannot pay attention. I cannot pay attention. Now right here, I have 2 ridges right here. What does that mean, Angie?
I have no idea. What did you do? It
means I went too far, Angie.
Oh no. See that? I'm glad I marked my first stitch.
Oh gosh, I got to. Yeah, I haven't marked anything. I think I'm there. I think I'm right here. Now I should mark this. What do I mark it with? I got nothing to mark.
Just use a little piece of yarn.
I don't have any scissors or nothing.
Well, what kind of a workstation are you running over there?
I'm in my office. I'm not in my crochet zone. That's what I'm doing. I know what I got, though. Watch this. This will be tricky. Tricky. Let's see.
Do you have a paper clip? If you're in your office, you should have a paper clip.
Hang on. I have a fancy schmancy paper clip.
Ooh.
I got a wiener dog.
Aww.
So.
A wiener dog paper clip? I've never heard of such a thing.
See, look.
He's adorable.
I know. He's going to be my little stitch mucker. Stitch
mucker.
He's a stitch. He's a stitchy.
All right. Mindy's singing. What have you been drinking?
I can't get in the hole.
That's what she said.
The hole is too tight. I can't get in there.
Got too much yarn. Do you really have a long sleeve shirt on today?
I have a sweater on.
Why?
It's cold in here.
Oh my goodness. I'm roasting.
Stitch 1, right there. Stitch 1. Okay, let's put my wiener in there. First, I had to get the hook in the tight hole. Now I'm going to put a wiener in it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
So my poor son is exhausted this week.
Aw, poor
Absolutely.
Nate.
Yes.
Oh,
He's come home every day and just been knocked out.
poor Nate.
Yeah. He's been at band camp all week, and they have been learning their formations for marching band. So they've been out on the football field every day, all day. And he's sunburned and he's sore and and he's pretty nervous because this afternoon actually, they're having today's their final day, and they're doing a performance for families at 5:15, I think it is. And he's very nervous about it because he knows he's going to screw up.
How does he know that?
Well, because with the formation that they're doing, when they're moving formation in one part, he said that he has to move like 20 feet in 8 steps. Like other people don't have to move as far as fast. Just his position that he has to move from and to is further apart than everybody else's.
But he's tall. He's tall.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said take longer strides.
He's got long legs.
Yes.
He can do it. He got long legs.
Yep.
Come on, Nate. I'll tell you one of the funniest things ever of marching band, because I did marching band my whole high school. I mean, I started playing clarinet in 5th grade.
Uh-huh.
And I played all the way through high school. One of the funniest things was we had this thing called a runoff, at the end of your performance.
No, I don't know what that is. What does that mean?
Okay, so when you're done and you're done doing all your stuff and it's time to leave the field, we had this funky little cadence the drummers would play, and you had to do this. Okay, it's hard to explain. It was like your feet would go da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. It's like this weird little run you did when you came off the field, right?
Okay.
Well, one evening, it was kind of snowing.
Okay. I'm sensing that your feet did not go da-da-da-da-da.
Well, they did for a minute, and then they went da-da-da-da, boom. And it was like on the da-da-da-da-da, that one knee would come up higher,
Okay.
So you go da-da-da-da, and that one leg would come up higher, and that was all it took, and it was like, whoop, right in the snow, on the ground, on my butt.
And it was in front of everybody in the stands and everything.
Grandstands, of course.
Yeah, of course.
You're running off to the edge, to the grandstands.
Right.
Yeah. I may not have been the only one, though.
When you're in high school, that kind of stuff is devastating.
Yeah, but I might not have been the only one, so it didn't feel so bad, because it was like slicker than snot,
Right.
Some other people were slipping and sliding, if not falling, you know what I mean?
They even had one day this week, I thought this was interesting. They had to take a change of clothes. And I said, why do you have to take a change of clothes? He said, because we're going to get wet. And I said, well, it's not supposed to rain today. He said, no. They're going to intentionally
We're going to practice in the rain.
Yes. So they had a big hose, and they made it rain on them so that they could practice what it would be like marching in the rain.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
That's funny.
Yep.
No, you can't make it snow to practice, in the snow, but yeah, that wasn't happening. And my other funny story about marching was MSU used to do this thing, and all the local area bands would come to MSU, and they would do a thing during halftime.
Mm-hmm.
During an MSU football game.
Okay.
Well,
out on the field?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
Oh, yeah. MSU football. I mean, their band was there, everything, So before the game started, I mean, we were there for days practicing and everything.
Yeah.
And then before the game started, each of the bands got to march across the field, and then they got to go sit up in the stands.
Okay.
Our school's was like one of the last to come across the field. And as we're marching across the field, the football team enters the field.
Oh no.
Yeah. And the football team, the players, where are the players running?
Towards the band.
Down our lines.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. Right between us.
No.
Oh, yeah. So you're marching along and you have these football players on either side of you running through your band. And that was interesting. It was like,
Yeah.
just keep walking, march straight, march straight. Because, I mean, they're jogging right on through there, you know?
Right.
If one took a misstep, it would have been boom into a football player, you know? It was really cool, but it was a little intimidating.
Yeah, those are big guys.
Yeah.
Melinda said she does not miss marching band.
You don't? I do. I loved marching band.
I hope Nate likes it because, you know, he's not an athlete and this is his one, you know, extracurricular type activity. So I hope he likes it.
I loved it. It was fun. Of course, there was lots of extracurricular activities that went along with marching band that made it even more fun.
Right? Like what?
Well, like drinking under the bleachers during time after you were done with your, you know, some of that.
Mindy's not allowed to talk to my kid.
I mean, that was the day and age when many high schoolers could have been 18.
Oh, that's true. Oh, you fell into that timeline?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And the drinking age was 18. And there was a lot of drinking that happened underneath the bleachers after we were done. That was fun. That was lots of fun. Yeah. And I had such good friends. I mean, I was the band geek girl and all my friends were in band and it was just, you know, it was our time to shine on Friday night football and whatnot.
Right. Now, was Dale in band with you? No. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Did he play football?
Nope, not at all. Dale was just Dale.
Dale was just Dale.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I was going to say something else. I forgot. Oh, one of the rites of passage when you were a senior was to see if you could steal your plume.
Oh, okay.
You know what the plume is?
From your hat, right?
From the
feather
hat.
in your hat?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And not all uniforms have a plume, I guess, but we had plumes. And so that was your goal, was to see if you could sneak out with your plume or somebody's plume, and you ended up with it after graduation.
Right.
Did I succeed?
I bet you did.
Yeah, I sure did. Yep, I had my plume. Mm-hmm.
Mindy's an overachiever. I know she succeeded.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Sue. Sue's here now.
Hi, Sue.
Yep.
What was I going to say? Oh, my friend, Susie, she was a majorette in her marching band. Yeah. So, you know, for years and years after high school, and we're talking like into her 30s, she still kept her rifle in the trunk of her car. And she would show it off at, you know, she would do bar tricks and bring it into the bar and show off her moves.
Nice.
Yeah.
So she had a rifle, not a baton.
Yes, she had a rifle.
We had some majorettes. They weren't all that great with their batons. There were, you know, there was a lot of flying and dropping and, you know.
She went to where did she go to high school? Flushing High School. In New Zealand, we did halftime show at a rugby game. Interesting.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, where do you see that?
In chat. In chat.
I don't even see that comment. Where is that? No, I still don't see it. Melinda had rifles and flags.
Oh, Melinda says, yeah, heavy wool uniforms, mid 90s for temps, 90% humidity. Yeah, not fun.
Well, you know.
Well, in high school, I was not in the band. I was on the pom pom squad. And talking about the heavy wool uniforms, someone, I don't know who, thought that it would be an excellent idea for girls who are basically doing a sport to wear wool sweaters as our uniform. So we had our pom-pom skirts, but with wool sweaters. And because they were itchy, scratchy wool sweaters, we had to wear a long sleeve top underneath. In fact, we had to wear turtlenecks. That was our uniform. So can imagine, doing routines in a turtleneck and a heavy wool sweater in the 90-degree heat. That wasn't fun either.
Yeah, no. Yeah, those uniforms were quite warm in the summertime.
Yeah.
And nowadays, they don't make people wear the uniforms in the summer. I mean, most of the bands now, like at least high school bands, are wearing they have a high school t-shirt and stuff like that when they go do summer things. But
our band still wears their full uniform in the summer, like for parades. Yeah, for parades and stuff.
See, they've let that. Most places around here kind of laxed up on that. They get like I said, they get a school t-shirt and stuff like that.
But our high school actually has two different bands. They have the marching band, but then they also have the what do they call it? The concert band. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they have two different uniforms, one for marching band and one for concert band.
Ours was all the same.
They have to wear tuxedos for concert band.
We didn't have separate bands. We did not. We just had concert, and you marched in the fall, and you were concert the rest of the year.
Yep.
That was how it worked. So, anyhow.
But yeah, he's very nervous that he's going to mess up. But we had to pick up Sam, his girlfriend, this morning to give her a ride. And
is she in band?
Yeah, she's in band too.
Yeah.
And so I asked her if she was ready for today, the performance, and she said no, she thinks she's going to mess up too. So
probably I think everybody thinks the same.
Yes, I think that made him feel a lot
better. Are these aren't all kids that have never marched before, are they?
No, right. This is the whole high school. So it's, 9th through 12th grade. So only the 9th graders are new to marching. And I think that intimidates him a little bit too, because it's just his grade that is so inexperienced and everybody else, has done it before.
And they're all going, these rookies are going to mess it up.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, we didn't have all that stuff. We didn't have a performance and family got to come watch. We didn't have, you were calling it band camp, but I mean, I guess we sort of had a band camp, but it wasn't called, it wasn't called band camp. It was just we had weeks in the summer. Right. You would have to go certain days to school and just practice. Most of the time we just practiced in the parking lot.
Yeah, they do. Well, they have practice every Tuesday and Thursday during the summer. But then this week was from Sunday to Friday all day.
Yeah, we didn't have that. We just had our summer practices in the parking lot.
I'm glad they actually get to practice on the football field. So they must have had to work that out with the football team to,
avoid. They're practicing.
Yeah, they're practicing, definitely.
Grass can be
Deborah's here. Hi, Deborah.
Grass can get a little slick.
Oh, yeah.
Versus the pavement,
Oh, Melinda had rifles and flags. I like flags. I think flags are cool.
Oh, Jody's extracurricular was the parking lot. What were you doing in the parking lot there,
I
Joe?
thought she was smoking
Oh, smoking in the
in the
parking
bowl.
lot.
I can remember that. I can remember in high school, because that was before the days where smoking was so taboo.
Oh yeah.
We
Oh,
actually had a smoking area
so
right
did we.
outside one of our doors at the high school.
So did we.
Students who were 18 could go out and smoke on their breaks or between
And
classes.
you know who was out there with them when they're out there smoking?
All the teachers.
The narc.
The narc?
We had a narc.
What do you mean?
We called him the narc. He was really security, but he was a narc.
Really?
Yeah, he was just a guy they hired. He was plain clothes, and he was there just to monitor and wander around and keep people in line and make sure people were just smoking cigarettes in the parking lot and whatever.
Oh, we smoked with the teachers.
Oh, no, there were no teachers there. No. Yep, that's right, Sean. That one time at band camp?
That one time at band camp?
It was actually that one time at halftime? Hmm. And they probably don't do it now. They have homecoming now, but they don't have a Friday night dance after every football game.
No, not after every game.
We did.
Oh, did you? After
yeah.
every home game?
Every home game, there was a dance afterwards.
I'm trying to think. It seems like we did have a lot more dances when I was in high school than the kids do now.
And they usually had bands.
See, we had mostly DJs.
No, we had bands, like local bands and whatnot.
Right. My dad, when he was in high school, because, Bob Seger is from Bay City. When he was in high school, their high school dances, Bob Seger used to play them.
See? Right.
Yep.
Cool.
And he said he can remember everybody would be so bummed because he would play every dance and they would get up. The kids would get pissed off. It'd be like, can't we get somebody else?
We gotta have Bob Seger again.
Why do we gotta have this same guy again? Yeah.
Oh, you had teachers there too, Jody? Who the hell will steal a Yugo?
What?
Her friend
My
moved
best
her
friend
car.
moved my Yugo from its parking spot. It made me think it was stolen. That's funny. Who else
Oh, man.
What? Smoking area allowed grades 8 to 12, no age limit?
Right, I saw that.
No age limit on the smokers? You Canadians.
I don't think we had any age limit either.
Really?
No.
Well, I think you were supposed to be 18, but I know for a fact I went out there before I was 18.
You were smoking then?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I started smoking when I was 17.
I was never a smoker. You know what cured me of that smoking thing?
What?
Stealing my grandma's cigarettes and taking them to middle school one time and trying them at middle school.
And you got sick?
Cool long menthols.
Oh, yeah, you got sick.
I never wanted to smoke again.
Yeah.
And I never did.
I have a funny story about my first time smoking.
Yes, Jody, Stairway to Heaven. Yes. I can still sing every word to Stairway to Heaven.
My mother was a lifelong smoker. My mom always smoked, and growing up, I hated it. I was embarrassed going to school. My clothes smelled like cigarette smoke. I, didn't like friends to come to our house because our house stunk, and I hated it. But I remember being, a teenager, and I had friends over, and my parents were gone, and we were going to try to be cool and, smoke a cigarette. Well, we didn't have any cigarettes, so we decided we would make our own cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we took the oregano from my mom's spice cupboard.
Oregano? Jesus.
Yep. We took the oregano from my mom's spice cupboard, and we took notebook paper, regular lined notebook paper, and we rolled up the oregano in the notebook paper and make them look like cigarettes. So then we went out in the backyard behind our shed, and we tried to smoke this oregano. Yeah. Well, my little narc sisters came out and found us,
Uh-huh.
and they told on us. So I got in such deep trouble. Oh my God, I got in so much trouble.
I bet you didn't get in as much trouble as my brother did with oregano.
What did your brother do with oregano?
Or some other spices with oregano.
What did
He tried to take it to school and pawn it off in little baggies and sell it.
What an entrepreneur.
He definitely got busted on that one, though, and he got in quite a bit of trouble for trying to sell some weed, which was, herbs.
Herbs. Right.
So they actually physically picked up your car and moved it, not just drove it somewhere else. They picked it up.
Oh my God, that's funny. Well, with a Yugo, you could do that.
Lord. I used to buy my grandma's cigarettes all the time.
Oh, I used to buy my mom cigarettes all the time, too. My mom smoked Pall Mall Golds.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd walk down to the local shop and stop and get my mom some Pall Mall Golds.
No, just cool menthols. I mean, I don't think cools come in anything but menthol, but...
No, yeah, I think cools are all menthol.
Hundreds, longs. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Yeah. So that cured my smoking, whatever. Just like the first time I smoked pot. Well, the first time, I'll say the first time, it was also the only time. Because you know what? I don't know, maybe I did it wrong or something, but I tried it and I was like, I don't understand what everybody's doing this for. This isn't fun. This didn't do nothing.
You did it wrong.
I must have done it wrong. So
you definitely did it wrong.
So I never did it again.
Yeah, you did it wrong. You should
because I was just like, I don't see what the big deal is here.
Yeah, you should try it again.
No, I'm good.
Or at least try a brownie or something.
No, I'm good. No.
Your brother plucked the grass out of the yard and rolled it up in notebook paper, lit it from the gas stove. Thought he was getting high. That's hilarious.
The things we did, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, I can remember, I mean, it was a very popular, do you remember the candy cigarettes?
Oh, God, yes.
I mean, we used to go get those candy cigarettes all the time.
Oh, yeah. We thought we were cool.
Heck yeah. Smoking. We were smoking. Yep. And they had the little wrapper on it and you could puff smoke out of the end.
Oh, you could. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was just like some powdered sugar or something.
Right.
Oh, my brother. No, he didn't do the powdered sugar when he was selling his oregano. I don't think. He might have tried to. I don't know. He was crazy.
Yeah.
All the time.
Well,
he was smoke note. We didn't need a note.
No, yeah, it was our local store, and the people just knew they just knew us, and
we needed a note.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, heck, I mean, my parents owned a convenience store from the time I was like young, 8, 9, I don't know, something like that. I had access to anything I wanted, you guys.
It's a wonder you didn't weigh 500 pounds. I would be eating all the candy bars.
Right.
Oh, I'm running out of my white yarn now, too. Let's dig into the box and see what color we're going to add next.
I was more into the Boone's Farm. Boone's Farm over candy. That was, Strawberry Hill.
That was the first thing I ever got drunk on was Boone's Farm.
Was it Strawberry Hill?
Of course it was.
Of course. Was there any other flavor?
Was there any other flavor?
Yes, there was. There was. But it seemed like everybody drank the Strawberry Hill. I'm still fascinated with liquor.
What do you mean?
I love going into places and just looking at liquor.
Really?
Yeah, I don't drink it. I don't buy it. But I love looking at it and seeing what's there now. Because, I mean, I grew up in a liquor store.
Right.
I sold a lot of liquor in my day. ordered a lot of liquor, stocked a lot of liquor. It's a fascinating thing to me. Liquor is. I don't know why.
Some of the bottles are very beautiful.
They are. And then
Yeah.
just the new stuff they come up with all the time.
Yeah. Cotton candy vodka.
There's all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I know my parents didn't drink, but we had a finished basement and they built a bar in the basement, and they would buy alcohol to just sit on the bar and look pretty. So they had all these, really pretty bottles. They would buy based on the bottle.
Yeah.
Like what is that one pretty Galliano, is it, that has the tall skinny bottle?
Yeah.
And I remember
my dad still has lots of decorative liquor bottles at the house. Like decorative ones.
Yeah. Frangelico was a pretty bottle.
Yeah. I mean, we had like the fancy stuff. There were ducks and there were, memorial ones, and he's got this one. It's like a tall man or something.
Oh yeah, my grandma and grandpa used to have those.
He had all those kinds of things.
That's interesting. I can remember then becoming a teenager, and by the time I left the house, probably most of those bottles were at least 50% water.
You know what? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. My brother and my sister recently had a conversation with each other.
Yeah.
About the liquor bottles at my parents' house.
Yeah.
And that one of them would go and do that with their friend and switch out some for water. But then my brother and his friend were doing it too. And so now their joke is that probably none of them are really getting drunk because they were both switching out too much for water.
For water, yeah.
And then they looked at me and they said, "Were you doing it too?" And I was like, "Huh? You guys were doing what?"
Innocent Mindy wasn't doing anything.
I never ever did. I tell you guys, I was the good kid out of my family. I was. I didn't have a clue that I didn't.
Jeff was the good kid in his family. His parents would go away, and his sister would try to have parties and get into the liquor and stuff, and he would always shut it down.
Oh wow, I did have parties. We had a few parties. My parents never went away. We didn't have very many parties because they never went away because they were in business.
Right.
And so they couldn't leave, but we had a couple. We were older at the time. I mean, I was like in college when we had these parties. Strange things happened.
I can only imagine.
Interesting people showed up that woke up in my house the next morning, and I was like, "Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you? And who are you with? And why are you laying on the floor with my cousin? What?" Yeah.
I remember we let Emily have, I think more parties took place at my house that I don't know about, because every day I'm learning something new that my kids did when they were in high school that I didn't know about.
That happens for a long time.
Yeah. But we did let Emily have an after prom party her senior year. And my husband was dead set against it. But he finally relented and allowed the party to take place. But he didn't want anything to do with it. So him and Nate went and spent the night at his parents' house the night of the party. So my friend Jenny, who had kids the same age as my girls, she was going to come over and help me, chaperone this party. So our house is up near the front of our property and our pond is out near the back. So in the fire pit. So the plan was everybody was coming after prom. They were going to have a big bonfire, all that stuff. I obviously was not providing any alcohol, nor was I condoning any consumption of alcohol, although I know there was. You know what I mean? I'm not stupid. Right. My only stipulation was, if you are going to drink, you have to give me your keys. You're not leaving here, after you've been drinking. So the next day, so I wake up in the morning to all of these cars in my yard of kids who had spent the night. And this one particular kid gets in his car to leave. And we had recently cut down, we had big ash trees in our yard that had gotten the emerald ash borer.
Oh, yeah.
And were dead. So we had recently cut down a bunch of trees. Well, when he had gotten there the night before, it was dark. And so he parked right on top of a stump.
Oh, God.
So he gets in his car to leave, and his tires are just spinning under because the bottom of his car was stuck on this stump. It was funny.
Jody, you were one of them cool parents. Fine, we're going away. Just make sure the house is clean. Did you have trash can parties?
Oh, where you put all the liquor in a trash
Yeah.
can? And yeah, those were disgusting.
That's what we always had, pretty much, was trash can party.
Those are gross. You know, and the older I get, like I was talking to...
Makes you a good drinker, though.
It does make you a good drinker. It really improves your tolerance.
Yes, if you can drink that stuff, you can drink anything.
Yep, exactly.
Well, that's not true, but...
I was talking to my ex-husband last week. He called me for something to do with the girls. I don't remember what, but he was on the road with a friend of his from up north, a lifelong friend that I've known, him, and he was taking him to the airport. And I asked, Scott, how you doing? Whatever. He's like, oh, I'm not feeling too great today. I got into the Crown Royal last night, and now I got to go get on a plane. And my ex-husband's like, yeah, he doesn't smell too great either. It's coming out of his pores. And, we were just laughing about it and whatever. But the older I get, the happier I am that I don't do stupid shit like that anymore. Like, I do not miss a hangover.
Right.
Even when I do drink some wine, I never drink it to the extent that I wake up feeling like crap the next day. And I don't miss that.
Yeah. I mean, it's what we did when I was younger. We just drank a lot.
Right.
And I don't do it anymore. Now that I've gotten older, I don't like that feeling of I'm out of control kind of thing,
Oh, I love that feeling.
No,
I just don't like the feeling the next day.
No, I don't like that. That's what stopped me, truly.
Ooh, Jennifer, J&B was your first try? Yeah. Mine was Sun Country Wine Cooler. It wasn't Boone's Farm. It was Sun Country Wine Cooler. But mixed with Southern Comfort.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was never a whiskey kind of person.
Oh, me neither. I can't even stand the smell of this stuff.
I had a battle with a bottle of Bacardi one night, though. And
who won?
Bacardi.
Yeah.
Bacardi won, and I don't like rum and coke anymore to this day.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. And that song about tequila and your clothes and stuff coming on.
Oh, yeah, I've heard your stories about you and tequila.
It's a fact. It's a fact. Just don't do it at your boss's house. That's, not recommended, but she didn't mind. I mean,
That's cute.
That wasn't that long ago.
No, I don't. Yeah, that was a story you told rather recently.
I mean, I was within 10 or 12 years, probably.
So my sides are starting to flip up. Are your sides starting to flip up?
Uh-huh.
Good.
Yeah, see, look what I got. I just got a big old floppy hat here. I'm going to wear it as a hat.
I don't know. Is mine bigger than yours? I didn't count my rows. I just kept going until it looked like,
I don't know.
like it was
I did the recommended.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did the recommended rounds for my base.
I'm surprised Jeff is at home by now. He told me he was getting out at 2:30 today.
He lied to you.
Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in my craft room, so maybe he came home and I didn't hear him.
You don't even know he's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're normally out in the kitchen when you're crocheting.
Yeah. I've got a bunch of crap on my kitchen tables right now. So
And you don't in the craft room?
Not on the table. Amazingly
Oh.
enough. Yeah. Amazingly enough, the table was clear.
Okay. It just seemed like an odd thing for you to say.
Yeah.
The craft room table is actually cleaner than the kitchen table.
Yeah. Well, the garden has started producing. So we've got my kitchen table is full of produce.
Oh. I don't have any produce yet.
You know, a lot of people don't, and we have a ton of tomatoes already.
No, we have a few little, like the little cherry tomatoes that are orange.
Mm-hmm.
They're almost there, but they're orange still. But here's a funny story. Blueberries. I have one blueberry bush, and it was loaded with blueberries. I have picked blueberries 3 times off it, and so I had a basket of blueberries. And yesterday the kids were here, and I made a blueberry muffin cake one day. And yesterday I asked the kids if they wanted to make blueberry muffins. Well, only one of them wanted to. Vivian wanted to make muffins. I'm like, okay, she helped me make the muffins. So we made muffins, and they had to cool for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you the disasters with children. First, one day last week, their mother had brought some snacks for them.
Okay.
And one of the things she brought was little Jell-O cups with fruit in them.
Okay.
And I thought, that's fine. They can sit at the table, have a Jell-O cup with fruit in it.
Mm-hmm.
That was a disaster. They had it.
Why?
They had it all over the place.
How could they have it all over the place?
I don't know. I don't know. So that was last week. Then yesterday, they went to the store with Dale on the way home, and Dale picked up lemons.
For what?
Lemonade.
Oh, no, that's a mess.
He made fresh squeezed lemonade, and he let each kid have a half of the lemon in their glass. So they were all over my kitchen dining room area playing with the lemonade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Making a mess. So when it came time for them to have muffins, Grandma, I was a little smarter, right? Yes,
Yeah.
You already heard. I'm a little smarter than Grandpa, apparently. So I'm like, we're going to go outside. I'm going to take these muffins outside, and you're going to go out in the yard and eat your muffins, right?
Good idea.
Not even on my deck, because then we're just going to have crumbs all over the deck, which has happened multiple times this summer.
Right.
So they're out there eating the muffins, and Vivian's just loving her muffin. She's chowing it right down. Her twin brother, he's eating away, And the older one, he's taking about a bite of it. And he walks over to me with this horrid look on his face.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm like, what? He goes, this isn't my thing. I was like, what? This isn't your thing? No. I'm like, what? You mean you don't like it? I wanted to smack him. I just wanted to smack him right then.
Right.
Because he was one that kept coming in the house and begging for these muffins. Are they done? Are they done? Yes, but they're hot. They're just, we got to let them. Yes, but you got to wait. Yes,
Yeah.
And then to look at me and it's not my thing. And I'm like, I just wanted to take the muffin and just like shove it right in his face. Here, take this muffin. Oh, goodness. So then I was like, give me your muffin. I'll give it to your mother. Because I'm not going to eat it after him.
After he slobbered on it. Right. Yeah.
She ate it. And then she was vacuuming our house.
Oh, nice.
Right? So she vacuumed. But then I'm walking around after they left, and I'm barefoot. And I'm like, Oh, God. This floor is disgusting. It was sticky, sticky, sticky everywhere. I'm like, Dale. So then I had to get out this Swiffer, the wet jet thingy.
Yeah.
And I had to Swiffer everywhere, my whole kitchen, dining room area, into the living room. I'm like, Dale, next time you get a bright idea that the kids should have Jell-O, lemonade, sticky things, take it outside.
Right. Right.
Because I don't want to keep having to clean the floor because they are such slobs. I don't know how they make such a mess.
Oh, it's very easy. Yes. My poor daughter, she's like, Mom, I just cleaned the house and they've already got it destroyed. I've got to start all over. I'm like, yeah, don't bother for the next few years.
But man, I couldn't deal with it because I walk around here barefoot all the time.
Right.
And I'm like, no. Why? What is that? What is that? Oh my God. Just, and one point, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
At one point I look over and the granddaughter has half of her face in the cup. There were red Solo cups.
Oh God.
She has half her face in the cup. Her chin is in the cup. And I'm like, what are you doing? Stop. You don't put your face in the cup. And she brings her face out of the cup. And what she got? Pulp. She's got pulp on her face.
Well, school be back in before you know it.
Oh, we got 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks of 2 full days each week with them.
It's almost over.
2 weeks of full days. 2 of 4 full days.
Well, I had kind of a similar experience this week. My daughter called me, what day was it? Wednesday morning. And she had a daycare emergency. Wanted to know if I could watch the Grand Monsters. So I was like, sure, bring them over. So they're high maintenance. They're a lot. So I decided I couldn't. They were driving me nuts, getting into all my stuff around the house, my yarn and all my, just getting into everything. So I thought, okay, we're going to solve this problem. We're going to go do something. So I took them to the zoo, and they loved it. They had a blast. They had an amazing time. We had a lot of fun, rode the carousel twice, got ice cream, all of that stuff. We got back here and they were so hot. They wanted to go swimming. So I said, okay, Mom packed the swimsuit. So I took the cover off the pool and we got all our swimsuits on and we went out to swim. Well, our pool it's only 5 feet. I think it's 5 feet deep, 4 feet deep, 4.5. I don't know, between 4 and 5 feet deep. And, but neither one of them can touch the bottom and neither one of them can swim. You know what I mean? They both have to wear life vests and they need to be coddled in the pool. They need you to hold them. And so, it's just me with both of them. So we had to take turns, one of them holding onto the ladder while I swam with the other one and back and forth and back and forth. We do this for a while. And during one of Lila's turns to wait on the ladder, a bee came up and stung her. So she got stung by a bee and now she threw a big fit. And it was, the most horrible thing that had ever happened to her.
Oh, yes. Life is over.
Yeah, life is over. So she insisted on an ice pack. So I had to make them both get out of the pools while I went in the house to get an ice pack. I come back out with the ice pack. And then Lila doesn't want to swim anymore. So she wants to sit in the chair. So fine, she sits in the chair with her ice pack. Me and Marie are both still swimming. Lila wants us to get out because she wants to go in the house. Marie still wants to swim. So then Marie gets out and Lila wants to come back in. So then Marie's hungry. She wants food, but Lila now wants to swim. So I make Marie get out while I run back into the house and I get some chips and snacks for her to snack on out in the yard. with, and sit in the chair and watch us. And so then I get back in the pool, and then Lila wants to get out again. And Maria wants to stay in the pool. So then Lila wants to go out and collect eggs from the chickens and, and give the chickens treats. And it was just like one after the next I couldn't keep them together. I couldn't keep them occupied.
No.
It was awful. It was awful. And then 5:00 came, and they had gymnastics Wednesday night. So I took them home right at 5 when their mom got out of work. And I came home and I told Jeff, a lot of times I take for granted what a great life I have. Right? Because if I had to do that every day, I think I would seriously lose my mind.
Insane.
Yeah, I would lose my mind.
Yeah, grandbabies. No, Jennifer, hold off. You don't need them yet.
Let's enjoy this time of no little ones, because your whole world turns upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like herding cats, Melinda. Exactly.
Yep.
That's exactly what I felt like. I felt like I did nothing but run around all day chasing my tail. And even at the zoo, they have this little, it's like an artifact finder area where they have this big sand box type thing, and they have fossils buried all through this sand area. So, and all these shovels and rakes and stuff, so the kids can go dig for fossils. Well, one of them wanted to dig more, and the other one wanted to go look at more animals. So we had to compromise on that. And then one of them wanted to go on the playground, but the other one wanted to go pet the goats. So we had to compromise on that. And then one of them wanted to see kangaroos, and the other one wanted to see the horses.
Oh,
so
Lord.
It was a mess.
Dale has been promising these kids. They've been doing what they're calling fishing training.
And how does one train for fishing?
Well, with fishing poles without hooks.
Oh.
And so they're out in the yard just casting.
Okay.
And many tangles.
Oh, yes.
Many Dale having to fix poles and redo it, all that. The other day, they were out there at the pond. So now they're actually casting into the pond.
Okay.
And that kept them busy for the longest time. They all had a pole, and they were all casting out into the water.
But you don't have fish in your pond, do you?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. So it was going well. But this is what we're calling fishing training, because we don't have fish.
Right.
Dale has been promising them that he's going to take them fishing. So yesterday was one of those days. The oldest was like, "Can we go fishing today?" And Dale looked up at the clock and he said, "It's too late to go fishing today, because by the time we go and get there and have to come back, you just wouldn't have any time to do anything."
Right.
And he's planning on taking them to my mom and dad's house.
They have fish in their pond?
Yes. Or my dad's house. That's so weird. I say that. Anyhow, yeah. So on Monday, since they're here all day, that's Dale's thought, is he'll take them out there and they can actually try to fish. Now, they have not fished with hooks. This could be a disaster.
And is he going to do lures, or is he going to do worms?
I would assume he would just do worms.
And how do these kids feel? Did we do worm training yet?
No, we have not had any worm training.
You should make them dig for their own worms.
Oh, Lord, right? Yeah. So I'm like, I want to look at Dale and just say, bye.
You're
have
on your
fun.
own on this one.
Bye, have fun. Do I do that? Do I just make him go off on his own? I mean,
no, you'd be
a
supportive.
Mean?
Yes, that would be mean. You'd be a supportive grandma.
Why would that be mean? I don't like fishing.
Just because I'm trying to torture you.
I don't like to fish. I've never liked to fish. I don't want to go fish.
Oh, I love fishing.
I hate fishing. It's the worst thing in the world besides golf. I mean,
I love fishing. I could fish all day, every day.
Oh gosh.
Love
Why?
it.
It's so
I
boring.
No, it's so fun.
It's really not.
Well, that sounds to me like you're not doing much catching then.
True. Yeah, and but then that's a whole nother thing. I mean, what do you do? Then you got to fish on the hook, and then you got to take it off. And I don't do that. I mean,
Oh,
no, I'm not taking no
yes.
fish off the hook.
Oh, come on, Mindy.
No, mm-mm. It was torture when we had to take our kids from school down to the local park at the end of the school year, and fishing was one of the things. And I was like, oh God.
I love fishing. I could fish all day, every day.
No, but you like to hunt too.
I do. Yes, I do.
I'm not that. I like the outdoors, but it doesn't involve, you know.
You know what's funny is growing up, we never did any of that. It wasn't until I was an adult that I was even exposed to fishing or hunting.
Well, we didn't really fish when I was a kid either. My first husband, he was a fisher though, a fisherman, a fisher. He was a fish, all right. I went fishing with him a few times, and I was just like, oh God, why? Why are we here? Why are we doing this?
And there's nothing as satisfying as eating your catch.
Well, I don't like fish to eat.
Right, right.
So that might be part of it too. Fish is nasty.
Right.
They stink. They stink.
They are not the most beautiful smelling things in the world. I'll give you that.
Oh. So I really don't want to go out there to my dad's pond for this fishing expedition. I see it being a complete disaster.
Oh, Jennifer's got a Jeff. All she has to do is reel it in, and her husband does the rest.
That would have to be me, but I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna attempt to fish.
Now, fishing is the one thing that fishing and hunting, well, not hunting because I physically can't haul in a deer by myself, but I do gut my own deer.
Oh, that's gross.
No, it's not.
That is really gross.
No, it's not.
Oh God, it is. You got to cut it open, and it bleeds all over, and you get guts everywhere. And
well, not if you do it right. They come out in a nice sack.
Oh,
a nice. Well, a few sacks, but if you do it right, yeah.
No.
Yeah, when I'm fishing too, I take care of my own, and I do all the fish cleaning. Like if we're gonna eat them, I gut them and fillet them and stuff.
I'm getting ill. Oh. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with the fishing expedition. I really don't.
Well, maybe you could just be in charge of worms.
No. I don't want to be in charge of worms. I mean, I can put worms on hooks. I mean, when the kids from school would go fishing, that I'd have to do that a lot, put little worm on a hook for them and stuff. But I don't want to do that.
Brenda saying ew.
Exactly, right? So Sean, yep, right. Right.
I don't circle of life, you guys. It's the circle of life.
No, it's just fish. That's no. That's just gross. Right, Sean? That's a hell no, right? And then I'm like, would I feel bad? Or would he be mad? I don't know. I don't want to do it. I could take something to crochet and sit on the bank. But then that seems like a whole waste of my day. It'll be hot. It's hot outside.
Yeah.
My dad
Sherry says puke too.
Yeah, see, my dad doesn't even have air conditioning in his house. So I couldn't even just go sit inside and be really cozy and comfy because he doesn't even have air.
Right.
I don't know how my parents have survived in that house as long as they have without air conditioning.
Is it like Is it like a farmhouse, like an old farmhouse?
Nope.
Oh, no?
No. Mm-mm. It was built when I moved in there when I was 13.
Oh, okay.
We had it built. That's when I met Dale on the bus. And he looked at his friends and said, "Who's the new girl with the big boobs?" I mean, he already, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who's the new girl with the big boobs?
Yep. That's when I met him. That's when we started going to school together. When I moved there. That was his first thought about me when he met me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I just don't want to do it. You know, there's some things in life you just don't want to do.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Like I don't want to go to the dentist on Tuesday and have my crown replaced either. I don't want to do that either. But I think I'd rather go have my crown replaced than go fishing.
Then go fishing. That's pretty bad. That's pretty
right?
bad.
I know. You know. At least, you know, at the dentist's office, if I'm feeling uncomfortable and freaking out or whatnot, at least I'm with a reasonable adult that can help me through it. Unlike being with 3 children that are going to be like, I can hear
wild
it.
Animals. Yeah.
You can hear it now. My hook's stuck on this. I got this. Oh my God, I can hear it now. Yeah. Sue would rather go fishing. No,
Yeah.
not me. I'll take the crown replacement over the fishing.
Maybe you could reschedule your dentist appointment for the day that you're supposed to go fishing.
That's a nice try, but I think it's been a month now since I've been trying to get in. My point, he's so busy. He's so busy. So, what are we going to do for this week? I don't want to.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, what do we want to do? I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know.
This is a lot of work.
This is a lot of work. My thumb hurts.
I know, right? How many inches do you have from your, or how many rows? How many rows
I've got
do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I have 6.
I think that my basket's a little bit bigger the round than yours. I'm going to go with that.
There you go. It might be. I mean, I feel like I'm making a snake charmer or something, you know, one of those. Woo.
Oh, it's snake charmer basket?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
I was joking with my dog earlier today. I was out on the deck with Dale. It was very nice. So we were on the deck. And I was like, well, I got to go. I got to get ready to make this basket. So he said, a basket? I'm like, yeah, we're crocheting a basket. And Toffee's sitting on my lap. And I said, for you, you're going in the basket when I'm done. Dale's like, what?
What?
Yeah, it's a basket. It's big enough. She'd fit in it.
Heck yeah.
Throw my dog in the basket. Come on, let's go.
She's a little dog. She'd fit.
Mm-hmm. How far do we want to get before next time?
I don't know. Let's do 20 rows.
Oh, God.
Many?
A cobra. Yes, we need cobras. Let's see. It says to go repeat until it measures 9 inches. It's going to be a squat short basket. Theirs is.
Right.
So how tall you want yours, I don't know. I don't know how many rows it would take to get to 9 inches even, do you?
Oh, I would say my 5 rows is about 2 inches right now. I don't have a tape measure in here, so I can't.
I'm probably 2.5 or so, right? Yeah, probably. Want to go for an inch measurement?
Okay, yeah, let's go for an inch measurement. Want to do
Oh, God.
4 inches?
I'm almost to 4 inches.
Oh, I meant 4 more inches.
Oh, 4 more inches.
Yeah.
So you want to do a total of
6 inches?
Okay.
All right. Got that, everybody? 6 inches.
Oh boy. There we go. It is making a basket now. It's still very
It is.
wavy, wovy.
It is. Yep, it is. I think it's going to straighten out, though.
It's going to be a
go.
weavy basket.
Yeah. I think it'll straighten out the farther we go. Mine's starting to lay down. The waves are starting to settle out.
Mine aren't. Mine are not. I mean, look, it's just not.
Oh, yeah, yours aren't. Mine are starting to settle out. Maybe my yarn's a little bit stiffer.
Or your yarn's a little bit softer.
Maybe. That's true.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What are you using?
Oh, I'm using a mod, you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
one of those things.
One of those
Mine's
things.
all I have 2 skeins of Red Heart Super Saver.
Well, that's pretty stiff. Yeah.
Those are very stiff. Maybe that's
I've got a Lion Pound of Love, a Lion Heartland, and some Big Twist, Joanne's Big Twist.
See, I think your yarn is really softer than mine.
Maybe that's what it is. But I think you probably would rather have stiff.
Well, that's what they say.
Yeah.
I've heard that. Oh boy. Yeah. All right. I'll get to like 6 inches. Okay.
All right. That sounds like a plan.
Sounds great. All right.
All right, everybody.
My hands have had enough for one day.
I know. My thumb is killing me.
Both hands hurt now. No, it's just like, I need to do like, finger stretches or something.
Something. I know.
Yep.
All right. I got to go get in the shower so I can go watch my son march.
And not mess up.
Not mess up.
He's not
right.
Mess up.
No, I think he'll do fine.
Yeah, I bet he will too.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? If he doesn't get there in time, he's just going to be a little late to his spot.
Right, exactly.
The show will go on.
The show is not the end of the world.
Nope. The show will go on. You'll get there. All righty. Okay, you guys.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Have a good weekend, and we'll see you later. We'll see you on Saturday.
Yep. See you tomorrow.
Alrighty.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.